Hi, Jillian here, and Kolsen getting ice in the background. I wanted to hop on here and do a little video because this concept is kind of tossing through my mind because it's a very familiar kind of life scenario that I think we can all relate to, which is kind of hurdles, unexpected turn of events, and the waiting process. What, Kolsen?
I can't find it.
It's at the bottom. It's underneath the pizza dough. He's getting ice for his itchy foot. He has a cut on the bottom. Anyway, so this is kind of just a scenario that I'm walking through with Kolsen. For those of you who don't know, he is the baby of the family. He'll be 5 in January, and
Mom, where's the pizza?
no, the pizza dough at the bottom of the freezer. Look at the bottom in the door. Yeah, in the door. You see? Okay. So he is with me 24/7. Good. Do you want to come sit with me? Yep, perfect. Want to come sit with me? Okay. He's with me 24/7 right now because come sit right here. Come sit right here. Because his preschool is under construction. They started the construction last year, and they kind of rented a building from a charter school, and the church finally had the funding to go and buy some property and build their own building. I messed up?
No.
Oh.
No.
The workers did. Yeah. I'll tell them that. Thank you for reminding me. Gosh, my arm is already getting tired. Anyway, so they started this project well over a year ago, probably close to 2 years ago. And it was supposed to be done in August, it was supposed to be done in July. That would have, prepared them to open by August, which is your typical school year out here, I got cut off. Anyway, which is kind of ridiculous, but that's a whole nother story that we start our school year in August. Anyway, so every month since school has started, they said, this is the month, and it hasn't opened yet. We are halfway through the school year and still no preschool. I kind of wanted to touch on the fact that we could very easily find another preschool program. There's several to choose from, and put him.
They messed up.
Okay, the construction workers have messed up over and over again. There was a lot of ins and outs and issues with the contract and the city, and there was like some problems in communication, and Kolsen wanted me Kolsen reminded me and wanted to make sure that I included that there was a lot of mistakes, and that's why they're late. So anyway, what I was saying is there's plenty of preschool programs out here that we could very easily, a lot of good ones too, that we could very easily put them in. And my husband and I have considered that several times because I don't have office hours when he's at home with me. So my office hours right now are 4 to 6 a.m.
Stop laughing at my faces.
I can't help it, you're funny. But when my husband and I came together again, I went and looked at another preschool about a week ago, and I liked it. I liked the program. Kolsen even recognized some kids there, and so it just seemed like, oh, that would be maybe a good thing. But then when my husband and I came together and we prayed about it, it was an obvious no. Careful. It was an obvious no. We had actually more peace to wait for the opening in January than to find another preschool program and put them in here in November, which kind of takes a step of faith because we want him kindergarten ready, and I would like some office hours. But instead, God has given me a completely and totally different perspective during this time. He's my baby. He's the last one. Yeah, are you my baby? He doesn't think he's my baby, but he is.
No, I'm not.
Are you a big boy then?
Yes.
Okay, let's not get water everywhere. Put the lid back on. I'm actually enjoying every day with him. As nutty and as crazy as he is, and as much as I don't get the breaks that I would have and the office hours that make a little bit more sense in this season of life, I am choosing every single day to enjoy this crazy kid, and I'm thankful for it. And the point I'm trying to make is we can easily focus on the hang-ups, the hurdles, the hard times, the waiting period, or we can find out what God wants us to learn through it. And I'm telling you, this kid is demanding. He is not easy. He is strong-willed. He's stubborn. He throws how many fits a day? How many fits a day? Do you throw fits during the day?
2.
He thinks 2. I think more. How many really?
Alright.
Okay, here's the truth. Anyway, but you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. And so I just kind of want to encourage you, if you are feeling like you are waiting, you're waiting for the next step.
You don't have to talk about that part.
Okay.
How much I've been angry.
That's true. But you know what? He's a good boy, huh? Actually, I like hanging out with him. I like hanging out with him. He's my entertainment. We don't have cable. I don't need cable. I have a Kolsen. You should get a Kolsen instead of cable. Way better. Anyway.
No?
No?
Not way better.
Anyway, I would just want to encourage you that if you are in that season of waiting and frustration and you feel like, oh my gosh, I had these plans and they should be already, in full effect right now, I would encourage you to ask the Lord what He's saying in it and find the positive, get His perspective, find the joy, because God is in it. God is in all of our seasons, and I've had several seasons of the wait, several times in my life where I thought I was going one way and God kind of took me on another completely different direction, and several times where doors just seemed to stay shut when I felt they should be open. And each and every time I've sought God in it, I've found Him in it. He's given me His perspective, and instead I've been filled with joy through the process.
That's cold.
So I want to encourage you the same. Find joy in the process. God is in the wait.
Oh my
Be blessed.
goodness,
You want to say goodbye?
So cold.
You want to say goodbye? That's Colson's attempt at goodbye.
No, it's not.
Then say goodbye.
Bye.